artist, and welcome to the Eating Green episode 4. We're gonna go eat now.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Eat and Greet. I'm with my guest Jyoti. She's a local Toronto-based artist, entrepreneur, and model. I can call you a model. Why not? You pose with your...
I guess.
Yeah. Super nervous to be on the show today, but she's doing good. She's doing good. I'm learning a lot about her. And yeah, so here's something I never knew. The name of your art website and your social media page. How do you pronounce that? I say it as letters, and I want to.
Yeah, it is
so
actually
JYXDI. Yeah. But so is it just the letters?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no actual pronunciation
No,
to
some
it.
people call it JYXDI, this and that.
I want to pronounce it JYXDI so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's catchy, right?
Yeah.
So it's fine.
So JYXDI. Okay, everybody check out JYXDI. Today we're at South Street Burger in Toronto, Ontario. As you can see, we have our, I don't know, they're beautiful burgers. Jyoti's got her vegetarian burger. I've got my True North burger, as they call it. So we're gonna. Well, I mean, I would have gotten the vegetarian, but I was like, I've never been here. Let me try the meat first. So Jyoti's work extends to mediums such as canvas, wall murals, graphic art, tattoo designs, shoes, jackets, skateboards, helmets, all the above, essentially. So tell me a little bit about yourself and like how this came to you. Like, where did it spark?
I started drawing when I was 2.
Yeah.
And you can just imagine a little kid just running around, scribbling on the walls, just being happy. My parents
You scribbled on the walls?
Yeah, basically, when I was 2, just running around.
Yeah.
And my parents just let me be, and when I was 10, I started painting. And now I'm 23, and I'm painting for 13 years.
Yeah.
And it's been great. Like, it's been a hobby, and now it's just turned into a full-time job, so it's been amazing.
Yeah, we were talking about that, how, because we're both students. We were both students, I still am. Were for you, at York University here in Toronto. And I realized that, well, you had told me that you dropped out because you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I want to pursue art full time. So tell me about like how that process went.
So I went to York for finance and math. It lasted about 2 years. It was just like something that I didn't want to do, I guess. Like when you have passion for something else, you don't want to be exposed to stuff you don't want to care about it.
Your time, your money, all that stuff. Yeah.
I think time is the most important
Time
thing.
is huge.
Time is, right? You don't want to miss that.
Well, we were talking about earlier before the shoot, and you're just like, I can't even recall when I started because that's how quick everything has been going, right?
Because when you do something you love,
Yeah.
time you can't even explain time. After
You just
that.
pour
Time
yourself
doesn't
into it.
exist.
No,
Exactly.
it really doesn't.
Yeah.
We don't want to go into all time as a construct thing. It really is, but
much.
but you do really notice it when you start pouring yourself into your work, and you're just like, I don't know. Everything is kind of like it's just meshed together.
Yeah.
I would assume, right? So like, was it difficult?
It was difficult. At
Yeah,
first,
because I would assume like coming from Sri Lanka at how old were you? 9? You said
I was 13.
You were 13, and so you've only been in Canada for like 10 years.
10 years, literally.
So like a long time, but not really a long time. So it's like, and your family are both like they're both in the medical profession.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Like how?
So my dad's a doctor, mom's a nurse,
Yeah.
and they were hoping I would become a doctor or something to do with math, but I ended up becoming an artist, which is like out of the box.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
they were freaking out, obviously, because I dropped out, and they're like, "Oh, can we finish school? Blah blah blah." You know what I mean? And,
Yeah. They're just worried about you, but at the
Yeah,
same time,
of
you're just like,
course.
I don't need this extra stress right now.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't want
let's have
that
this
on
burger.
you.
Let's eat. Let's eat. Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know if I can talk with this little drippy. Okay. And yeah, when I dropped out, my dad was like, "You can't do this, right? Clearly not." And he wanted to kick me out, blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Give me 3 months, you know, I'll finish the stuff that I want to do,
Yep.
and I'll show you what's good." And 3 months of constantly just put out content on Instagram and social medias, and I just blew up. I don't know where. And mainly it's Naruto paintings, you know.
Yeah, a lot of it. Take a bite. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Enjoy this
Ripping
burger.
out my
Let me
face,
see. Let me see. The napkins came in handy, huh?
I knew I was gonna make a mess.
No, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, it is kind of like a food show, so. But so like, did you find it was more discouragement of what you were doing, or more discouragement as in the sense that like your family just wanted to make sure
Both.
you'd be okay? It was both. Okay. Yeah.
Because like,
So
they always
really-
have this idea that
Yeah.
people can't make money with art.
No, we were talking about that too earlier.
Exactly. I mean, like, it would have been harder in the past because you had no social media.
Social
and all
media's been-
these different things. Right now, you have social media, so that's like a huge key for any artist or any creator to actually like get better, put their brand out there, do it good in business. So I guess that's one thing.
Your decision to like paint on all surfaces, like imaginable. Where do you? I'm not saying that's unheard of. Like people do it. I'm just saying like people usually pick a medium and then they stick with it. And then but you've taken it upon yourself to be like, I'll put it on clothes. I'll put it on shoes. I'll put it on a wall if I want to, which is great because not only is it a testament to your skill, but it challenged you because for anybody who hasn't been like artistic, like doesn't know how to draw or paint, like each medium, I guess, serves its own challenges in how the artwork, how the piece comes out, right? Yeah. So tell me a bit about that.
I think I just got bored of painting on canvases.
Right.
To be honest, just to start there. Because like it's just like a square thing. Like what more can I do on it?
Right, yeah.
But you can't wear it, obviously. So if I paint on shoes or jackets, people can rock it. People love rocking art, and it just works out. So people come to me with their jackets or shoes. They'd be like, "Can you make me custom this, and that?" So I'll just paint whatever they like.
Yeah.
And they will rock it.
It's called. She sells the most amazing jackets with anime characters on them, and I think you're trying to appeal to the masses. You know what they like, and you're like, let me provide this for them, right? Oh, look at that onion just. That's staying in. I'm not cutting that out. Is it good?
Where did I pick a burger though? Oh my god, it's so messy. Whatever.
When we were at the counter, she was just like, put everything on it. She knew what she was getting into. She wanted the messiest burger that she could
Mom
make.
tells me to be healthy, so I try to put everything.
Everything.
It never works out.
No regrets though. No regrets.
No regrets.
So we were talking earlier about how like this last year has been a transition period for you, and you cutting out things in your life. Like talk to me a little bit more about that.
Um,
Or if you don't want this on camera, you don't have to say it.
no, I don't mind.
Yeah.
So basically, this year, beginning of this year, I just went through a really rough patch kind of thing.
Okay.
And I decided to give up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mainly was like meat. I just wanted to give up meat.
Yeah.
Because like, I just wanted to perform better, my body to feel better,
Yeah.
my mind to feel better, I guess. And like, I guess cutting out meat actually like makes me feel better as a person because like I don't want to kill an animal.
Yeah.
You know, but
Sorry.
here and there, I try to eat seafood, but like, just because like my mom forces me, they're like, oh, you need to get your protein. Blah, blah, blah.
There's other
Like,
ways to get protein.
Yeah, exactly, like
Yeah.
tofu and a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
the balance, I guess. So, you know.
I think purges are good. Purges in like things that you don't need in your life anymore. It could be material. It could just be habits that you have, ways of life. But it lets you declutter yourself essentially,
Exactly. It's like
right?
detox,
Yeah, yeah. And the whole detox thing is kind of like the science of it. It's not even like real, but at the same time, it's just like as you grow as a person, especially you, coming into your own, starting your business, you know, and you're taking on higher demanded projects and stuff like that, you realize like, oh, things that I used to do or have in my life, they can't be around anymore, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you elevate yourself as you continue to elevate your professional career?
I think it's just like as you like evolve, you're just shedding like the old skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like things that used to excite you and like don't excite you anymore.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And why keep them around?
Exactly.
Like why keep those things around that don't excite you anymore?
So
Yeah.
cut off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of habits that I had.
Yeah.
This is like new patterns that I'm learning and adapting.
You feel it's good?
Yeah.
Do you feel good?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, it feels
Good.
great.
I'm glad. So why anime characters? Because I know you have other pieces that are like equally beautiful, if not more, and I've seen them. It's all over your social media. But why? Why anime characters?
Honestly, like anime characters have their own stories behind it.
Yeah, they do.
I love that.
And I love anime.
Yeah.
I totally love anime, and it's just coincidence that like the last few people I've had here are also into either comic books or anime. But so it's like it's a good conversation piece. But when I came across like your page, it was like over a year ago. I was like, this is amazing because like you have your own take on it, right? You have these iconic characters, but you also have the iconic scenes with these characters, and you kind of like you take it in your own way, in your own spin, right? So like, which do your fans like request specific characters, or you're just like, this is what I'm attracted to most. I'm gonna stick with that.
So basically, like people message me and they're like, "Can you paint this for me? Can you paint that for me?" So it's just commissions. So people order custom orders, and I will paint it, ship it to them. And usually it's just my fans asking me what they want, stuff like that, and I will just paint it for them.
That was it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
How hard has it been to like cultivate your Instagram following? Because you said it was difficult in the beginning.
Yeah. When I dropped out, I had like 10 to 20K followers, about that. So
10 to 20?
Yeah.
That's
so
still a lot.
I don't know. It was like nothing.
I mean, compared to your over 100,000 now, I think you're doing
like,
really well. But
yeah, to drop out and do something full time, like 10K is not enough.
No, it's not enough.
Tripping,
No, it's not.
You know, like how am I gonna make money? Blah blah blah. Like, yeah. So at that time it wasn't enough, but I think it's just like you believing in yourself and like keep on posting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like pushing content on Instagram and like being
constantly appearing in people's feeds until they get they're engaged enough to be like, okay, what is this? Who is this person? Let me go click, right?
So, it's consistency at the end of the day. Whoops. Oh my god.
I guess we got
Was that the camera?
No, that was down there. I'll wait until we're done the shoot.
Okay.
And then we'll get it
Here, you want
cleaned
some
up.
for here?
No, I'm okay. I'll get free
Pour
refills.
some in.
I'll get free refills.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
while
you
we're
sure?
having it. Yeah, it's fine. That's so funny.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Only here on Eat and Greet, guys. We don't have a production team to clean up all the things.
Super nice. Oh my god. Why did I put everything on?
You don't know how to hold it?
Clearly not.
Or is it just like falling apart on
It's
you?
actually falling apart on me. I think I put too much stuff in it.
So I gotta ask you. Okay. Rank your top 3 anime of all time.
Naruto.
Naruto's number 1.
Ajin.
What you told me about, I haven't watched yet, but I guess
Really
I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Death Note. Or One Piece. It's hard.
Death Note or One Piece?
Death
It's one or
Note's
the
really
other?
good. It's short and
Okay.
really good, you know?
Right, because like they were like
One season,
concise
yeah,
about what it was.
exactly.
Yeah. Not the movie though, the actual.
No, not
No.
the movie. Netflix movie, no. I couldn't even watch 5 minutes on that.
So recently you coach the fashion, one of the fashion icons of the world. Reached out to you to collaborate with them with a new lineup that they are doing with Michael B. Jordan. So tell me about that experience. How when they reached out to you, what it was like to like work with them, because they invited you out to New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a crazy experience. One day, basically Michael B. Jordan did a line with Coach for Naruto, and when they released it, like I didn't even know any of this, so they just like sent me some products. They were like, here, like this is a release, blah blah blah. And,
I
like,
found it through you.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were
That's
doing
crazy.
that.
Yeah. So I had these packages coming in, and I was like, "What's going on?" Right? I didn't even know it was real. I was like looking through them, and then Coach contacts me again. They're like, "We're gonna fly you out to New York."
That's so dope.
Yeah. It's because they had a Comic Con in New York.
Yeah.
And they had a booth there, so they wanted me like.
So you went to the con?
Yeah. So they
How
had
was
me
it?
there in the booth and like.
New York
I was
Comic Con's
just-
huge.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was my first time too.
Yeah.
So like. To be there at like representing like Coach and like Naruto, it was just a crazy experience. They only flew down 2 artists, and I was one of them. So it's like
Who's the other artist?
this guy named Caleb. He does.
Is
effects.
he the effect? Yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb Farrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really dope. I did a collab video with him too while I was.
I was gonna ask you how it was
Yeah.
to work with him
It's
as
really
well.
good. He's really humble, and he's only 20 years old. Like
He looks
making
super
it,
young.
You know what I mean? Like
He looks
so
super
crazy.
young, yeah.
I want to meet people like this. It's mad inspiring. You know, like
It's hard finding like it is really a like-minded set, like group of people
For sure.
who are like, you don't have to exactly have the same views, but like the creative space where it's just like, oh, like what about this? You're like, oh, and you take that and you build on that and
Yeah.
like you come together to make something new, and just
Yeah.
like I find that's like it's hard to make, because creating a group of people, like it's like there's a specific energy to it,
Yeah.
like a science to it. It's like if it doesn't mesh, it doesn't go well together, right?
That's the frequency, right?
Yeah.
You vibrate at a certain level. You trust certain things.
Yeah, right. So if it's off, it's just like it's really hard for there anything to be produced out of that, right? But when like everything goes well together, like it's just like, oh, like this is the space I want to be in.
Yeah.
Do you find like that's easy in Toronto, or like do you want to go somewhere bigger like New
Honestly,
York?
Anywhere. Like,
You're okay with
I
it?
could be under a rock, and I think
It's
I can
still
attract
be
the
putting-
things that I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be Patrick.
Yeah, being connected in that sense with social media, it's like
Exactly.
you are everywhere and like in one place at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I think social
Yeah.
media is really the key. Like,
Yeah.
Be anywhere, do
It has
anything you
helped,
want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great, because like I'm with that as your tool, because it is a tool at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
You don't want it to like overwhelm the sense like of what you do. You want your own privacy at the end of the day and stuff like that. But it's good because you use that tool and you're just like, listen, give me 3 months.
Exactly.
You told your parents, give me 3 months. Let me see what I can do from that. And look where you are now. Like, do you think it's like one of the best decisions you've ever made?
For sure, because in those
Yeah.
3 months, I went to bed at like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I put alarm for 1 a.m. I sleep 2 hours a night, and I wake up and I would paint until like 8 a.m. and I would go to my day job. So 3 months consistently, like 2 hours of sleep
Yeah.
almost every night.
Yeah.
So it was just like crazy. Like I had dark circles, all
Yeah.
this stuff going on, but like it was worth
You made it work.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
all the hours that I put in,
Yeah.
it's paying off right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I'm chilling.
Now because you have your own
Exactly.
schedule now, and you're like we're talking about that too. You're just
Yeah.
like you're like yo like I can't believe I actually woke up for this and stuff like that. It's just like, well, it makes sense, right?
It's not like that.
when-
It's like waking up at 3 p.m. every day. It's
no,
like,
but I mean that's that's what your schedule is now,
Yeah.
right? Your
Because I'm
schedule
up
is
at, like, 5 a.m. basically,
right,
yeah.
right. And it's like you would take that over the 9 to 5
For sure.
any day, right? And it's like you can wake up in the afternoon and spend the whole day up doing what you want to do. But that's your normal,
Exactly.
right? Just because it doesn't fit the mold for everybody else's, like it doesn't mean it's not working for you, right? And look at where you are now and like where you're gonna be. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, have you seen Black Panther?
Yeah.
You have? Do you think it's cool that like because that Michael B. Jordan had a say in his design of his character's outfit. It was based on like Saiyan battle armor.
Super dope.
Right? So it's just like we've gotten to that point where it's like everything that like you kind of hide in the closet and like in secret can come out onto like the big screen now, make so much money, and just like this is what inspired me.
I think the people that are watching it, it just hits them in the nostalgia. Right?
Yeah.
It just hits them in the childhood, and when they see it, they have like, oh my god, that reaction. That's hence why they want paintings of Naruto and stuff like that, even though they're 30-year-old people. But
Right.
Exactly. Because like,
Even like a Leaf logo on a backpack is just like I'll drop the money to do that. Yeah.
Because the child in you just wants that. That's just what it is.
And that's the thing, like when it comes in at good quality, you'll buy it. Because like all you've had, like up to this, not this point, but up like recently, it's like if you wanted anything that like resembled any of those characters or those worlds, it kind of came in bootlegged. You know what I mean? Like bad quality, like you order it, comes in, t-shirt's too small, you see they just like glued it on, like there's no substance
That's
to
why
it.
Coach is here.
Right? So it's like, but even your work, right? Even your work now is that quality work where it's like I'll figure out how to make sure like when I paint it on a jacket, when I paint it on shoes, it's gonna stay there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like you
yeah, so it's perfect.
and you take that effort to be like, no, you're good. How is that side of your business coming along?
It's good. Clients trust me. They just give me their shoes. They be like, okay, this is $1,000 shoe, but I want
They
you to
send
paint
you
on
the
it.
shoes?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
And they would just trust me with their shoes. It would be like some limited time edition, something like that. So
And they're like draw on it.
Yeah, and like I won't even make a sketch. I would just go straight on painting, and like I just have to trust my hands. And, you know, it's what it is.
I got this advice when I was a kid because I was really into art too, and I think it was probably one of the best advice that I've ever gotten from anybody, at least top 5. And there's my art teacher, and she's like, "There's no mistake in art." So it's like a lot of erasing or whatever, but like you make a mistake, you can go over it, you can cover it up, you can turn it into something that wasn't intentional, right? Do you find yourself doing that a lot? Be like,
a lot.
Yeah.
All my paintings have mistakes under them.
Right? But you don't see that because as a viewer, you're just like, it's amazing. There's a reason why that person did this. It's like, no, not really. Like, this was a mistake. I had to find a creative way to like cover it up, right? So how was it? So you said working with Caleb Farrell was a great experience too. Do you see yourself collaborating again with him in the future, or like anybody else that you have your eye on?
He's coming to Toronto soon.
That's dope.
We're gonna make another video.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah, because a lot of them are states based. Like they're founded out of the states, right?
Exactly. And the video that I last shot with him, I literally shot it 2 hours before my flight.
Wow. So it was rushed.
It was super rushed.
Yeah.
And he just made it work.
Yeah.
It's all about coming with a concept, right?
Yeah.
And he did it so quick.
I thought it was great because it was just like, yo, what are you doing? You're like splashing paint up there. Yeah. And I think he's got a good future ahead of him too, and like he's working on like building his fan base too on Instagram and stuff like that. And so I gave him a little follow, but I've seen his work prior to him collaborating with you.
Yeah.
But it's great like knowing that like even people in Toronto, like you live close to them and stuff like that. You're like they have connections outside of that, and just like how close we are together, even though when it seems like really far apart. Yeah, very small world. So what do you see yourself like doing in the future? Like where do you want to take it? Because I know right now you're focusing a lot on the clothing aspect, the clothing line of your.
I've been promising for a while, but I'm finally gonna release my clothing line next year. It's gonna be 2020 Vision line.
Wait, that's what it's called, the 2020 Vision line? You heard it here first? You maybe didn't, but I'm gonna say you heard it here first. Yeah. So yeah, any like, tell me something about it. Like,
it's gonna be shirts, sweaters, like sweatshirts, hoodies, and hats.
All on your website?
Yeah.
JYXDI? I really want to call it JYXDI.
Sounds funny, right?
It just sounds catchy, like JYXDI. Like
makes it sound like Jigs from like
Pokemon.
It's so ugly.
No, JYXDI is good. JYXDI is good.
Yeah.
That's great, and I'm assuming like you're gonna do more collabs with other people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna release my own line, and then like after that, I'm gonna be collabing with those people.
That's dope.
Really excited about that. Yeah.
Great. Do you want to promote anything before anything else?
That's it.
No, you're wrong. Thank you for joining us on episode 4 of the Eat and Greet. Remember to eat well and connect better. And if you know anybody in the Toronto auto area that should be on this show, drop a comment down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out Jyoti's work. I'll leave the links down below. And yeah, have a great day, guys.